Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is 4 o'clock on the dot. Welcome to WCAA. Hi, Judy. I see Judy in the house. Um, we have oh, oh, Judy. I send my prayers to you. That's so hard. It's really difficult when you deal with an animal. Ugh. Go do what you need to do. This will be up. All right. Yeah, that's so sad. 32 to 65 miles per hour. Hello, Cami, GH White, Mary, Pit Mom. Welcome, you guys, to the 4 o'clock hour. This presentation today, God, it really took a lot of my energy away because the information it shows is just repeating what is going on out there. Now, the name of this video is Time to Harvest. I have this vision in my head of what is going on out there, and I feel as if the ones that have to go do a particular something during harvest time are doing it right now. Obviously, I don't know what happens or what people do as far as sacrifice and doing something with bodies and blah blah blah. But I feel as if whatever is going on, I see this doorway here, right here. Let me show you. As there's a common place, and the common place has a doorway. This is the doorway to the common place. And what I mean by that is the people that are involved in the Summer Moon Wells missing children and involved in even just having not knowingly involved. It could be not knowingly involved where their videos are being used as the deep cover-up, the deep fake cover-up, like I'm going to have here today, the Beeston Bunch, the Kent family, and more. Now, I am not passing judgment on them as who they are, or if they know, if they have anything to do with it. I have no idea. And it's not about them. It's for me to point out that, again, which I keep saying over and over, and I need to keep saying that so people know I'm not here to discuss the Beeston Bunch directly, or the Ken family, or that other family I talk about, or whoever I bring up. Their videos supply me with the Summer Moon Wells story, missing children story, or these children that are being sacrificed, teens as well. And their videos give me the opportunity to show you guys what I see in my third eye. That's all. And then, I don't know, it would be great if the creators that I bring up could show it to the law enforcement, to hand it in, to say, you know what, I didn't know this, but this shit's in my video. Because what I'm going to show you today is really important information. And what it is doing is it's um, matching the other creators as far as what time of year it is. You could tell. You could tell what it's time. It's time to bring everyone to the fake hospital. It's time to bring everyone to that door. It's time to hook them up. It's time to show their real faces. It's time to show you what's harvesting in the corners of the deep dark web. That's how I see it, and that's how I hear it. That's what I see, and that's what I hear. This doorway here is the same doorway that shows up in a different video that I have here today. In this video, it shows up like this. That doorway shows up at the hospital, the fake hospital shit that Candace Bly Wells did. It shows up in the Idaho 4. It shows up in Summer Moon. It just happens to be showing up now. Now. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is all for the sake of the missing, got gone children that have been taken for sacrificial reasons. That they all fall under the same information as Summer Moon Wells. And I can only tell you what I believe to be the truth, because that's what I see and hear. Do I necessarily understand how this shit goes? No, I don't. I don't. But today it shows faces, and it's going to show faces that don't belong again in the video. So a video like this, I feel, is important enough to pay attention to without having all the judgments internally. Because if you notice what I'm going to be showing you, they're faces. And I believe that these are faces within these videos that shouldn't be there, but yet they match other videos. They match faces that are popping up in other videos. This here, I have shown the Beast and Bunch before. Now, the only reason I'm showing them is because it tells a story. And it tells a story that I am here to tell. The face that you see here, right here, and then there's a face behind it. Of course, there's a face in the front. I know that that's not who it's supposed to be, but we're going to talk about this first. This, to me, tells me the story of Kylie Rodney. And it also gives a face behind, right there. And these are the faces that I have been matching up. These faces I've been matching up for almost a year and a half. Now I just have more content and more stories to use and get their faces, because more people have been sacrificed. This here is not the guy who's in the video. It isn't. This to me again looks like a Brian Kohlberger, and it looks like some of the other boys that I have been mentioning. Especially Enan. I brought this up the other day. This is another family that happened to go to a hospital this week as well. What happens to the pictures in their video tells the story. The people that they are showing within all of the videos that I am mentioning wind up looking the same, and they wind up with the same equipment on them, and they wind up looking the same, as if their bodies, you're going to see their bodies are connected to machinery, but you could see very clearly that their faces are deep faked. This is what happens to the people in all the videos that I'm going to be showing you. So this is telling me that this goes in chunks. It goes in chunks depending on the time. This person's face does keep showing up, and it's not the guy in the video. These are the photos that the law enforcement really should look really closely at, because forget all the shit that's going around his head right now and what's happening. Forget that for a minute. The story that is being told involves this face. This face, you guys. So when I tell you that there's faces that are showing up that don't belong here, they're really clearly showing up. Something is different about this grouping of videos. It's almost as if the information is really, really clear. It's very clear to me. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll welcome everybody in a little bit. I got started and I don't wanna. I'm in it and I don't want to stop. So welcome in, but give me some time here. To stay channel visioned. The faces here are important. Now, this here, if I could have you guys help me figure out who is that in the left-hand side. The Beeston bunch, the Kents, whatever, their last few videos, whatever they're doing didn't work well, because I'm not saying whoever's doing this, because the girls, the four girls that they're always together, they don't look like this. Those look like guys dressed like girls. Yes, he looks familiar. He is in the back of the photos in this last bunch of videos, and he looks extremely familiar to me. Like I'm supposed to know who that is. So I wanted to put that photo out there. This is the only other person, but it's not the same person at all. It's not the same. Whatever I spiritually could see, that all of these photos and videos that are showing stories of what's going on, because that is what the YouTuber is trying to tell. The stories that are being placed within these videos all have to do with this time of year, if that makes sense. The thing that I see that is the most powerful information throughout all of the videos, and when I say all videos, I'm talking about lots of different creators, are elements that for other people that haven't been following my channel, it's going to be a little difficult for you to see it, and that's okay. But the elements that are popping up very much represent this time of year. It's the harvesting. It's the only thing that keeps coming out of my mouth. Harvesting. Like, that's what it's showing. And I know it's a little frustrating for other people. But I'm here to channel, right? And I'm here to tell you the story through what the children are telling me and showing me. And what I'm telling you is this process is not stopping. And it's moving forward like it always does. And it's headed into a very bloody, bloody, bloody month. It's very bloody. Because that's what I see. And I have to trust my third eye. I don't like to see that, but it's very it's very bloody, but it's very systematical. It's there's no, at this point of whatever they're doing with all of whatever kids or whatever they're doing, it's laid out. There's no room for error. And that's what I see. It's a little bit more somber. And this is what, to me, harvesting looks like. The videos, trigger warning for probably the rest of this video I'm doing. The images that arise from these videos are mind-blowing. And what's mind-blowing is that they're really there, and it's no one is going to look to see if in fact the children are around here, because this here is what you're looking at. That's what's right there. This is not the guy from the Beeston Bunch or the Kent family. I'm not understanding how all of the people that are involved in this have entered into the same building same phase, and it's not going to get stopped. And the pictures are pretty clear that this is a human that should not be looking like that. This guy is from... No, he's not the same guy that was in the beginning. Different guys. Different videos, different families, different source. Do you guys see this? Do you see that this is a human? And this human is connected to that V-like thing. This is what has always come out of the head, and it's still here. This. Oh, thank you for putting that one in, Long Gone. Welcome, guys. Long Gone Sassafras. Rachel. Hi, everybody. Sorry. 32 to 63. Judy, I hope all goes well. Thundercat. G.H. White. Pitmom. Jean. Nancy Hopkins. Sponsored by Ritalin Harvest. Is that the one? Is that the one that? Is that the one that makes funny answers or something? I can't remember actually, because my mind doesn't pull into it. Mary C. Welcome, Cammy. Anyways, Thundercat. I don't know if I repeated. So this is what it's looking like. And these images are in the video really, really clear. Very clearly. Now, I'm showing this to you because it's part of the story. That's okay. It's okay, because you know what? Everyone, it's my stalker troll. Everyone has to, if everyone could open their minds, it's a beautiful thing. No matter who you are, you all get a chance, right? This is the child that I showed the other day. This child's information that is on a completely different video, it's the family that I follow, has the same hospital images as the other family groups that I'm showing. It's the same. Here, let's see. Maybe I should block them. Okay. It's the same information. Judy has a wrench. I don't know where Muffin Top is. You got, yeah, so yeah, someone pay attention. They have the same information as if they're in the same location. The family that I follow and 4 other videos that I follow have this same information as if they were all in the same building. I've really never had the videos that I follow tell the story, the same part of the kid's journey at the same time. This is a first. This is a first. So the elements that I showed the other day through that family probably were also in Candace Bly Wells's video. Oh, they were. I did a video on that. I did a video on Candace in the hospital. She had the elements in it. She had that doorway. She had it. Let's see. Candace. It's 22. Oh, that's a video. Candace was in the hospital and they showed the same information. The left corner of the right pic matches the left pic. Yes. They have the same information as if they were in the same building. This girl, you think that's Robin? Wait, where is it? Isn't this weird? You think that's Robin? That is someone that's being shown very clearly. And I don't know if this people's faces look familiar because I've seen them through my third eye. But these people look so familiar. So the person that's in the hospital like this, I have the name the Kent fam because that's the video I got it from. But I put it up there because you need to see what's going on. Within these videos. This, what they're showing now, it's not the Kent family. What they're showing, whoever is putting it underneath the Kent family's video, they're showing the Summer Moon Wells missing children's sacrifice. They're showing the story that I have been telling you. They're telling you and showing you the journey of these children when they are taken. It's all within these videos. And they're showing the same information. You guys, it's like they all went to the same location. See, there's the smiley face. And I mean, I see Kylie Rodney in these videos, so I've always seen Kylie Rodney in the Beast and Bunch and the Kent family. I do. And I see her now. And you're going to keep seeing her. I see her now in this particular video. So, I think this is harvest time. Whenever I've seen a video so far of anyone in the hospital, this is what they look like. Many a times they have fake skin on them. Just like this. Let me blow it up a little. it's very open for anyone to see it. All you got to do is videotape it and keep moving your cursor back and forth, blah blah blah, and then watch it. And you'll see what I'm showing you. And all I ever wanted was to have these videos looked at so they could figure out what's underneath these videos. But this face here, this is my main concentration of today's presentation. I mean, I all of the channeling and the information that I have received has allowed me to present this to you guys like this today. And to present it with clarity, knowing that this is, to me, this is a system, and they're in this particular part of their system. They're in this phase of their system. And when you saw Candace Bly Wells in the hospital, her video also portrayed this information. Oh, Rachel, you're sick. There's so many people sick. One of my daughters has COVID again, and the other one is stuck in Florida sick. It's terrible. Huh. Not sure what happened to that picture up top. Is that the same picture here? That's the same. I don't know what happened to that picture on top. Turned to black and white. There's a little kid's eyeball in it, but I don't know what happened to it. Can't see much in there anymore. So here's a great example of when I say they put a fake skin on top of somebody. This actually is one frame. It shows you the separation really clearly. Now, I personally think that this is superimposed, like it's done by graphics, but you could see that this is a confirmation to my story that different faces are placed on top of faces. And there's a lot going on within these pictures. And the only reason there's shit like this going on in these pictures is because they want to tell the story. They want to tell the story. There's a lot going on in these photos. Thanks, Sassafras. There's a lot going on in these photos. But I try to stay with the elements that are going to help bring justice. I mean, see that old lady in the corner? But what you see here are the elements. It looks like what's going to be on his face is that smiley face that lights up with that little thing on the top of their head. It's just a smiley face. And you could see that, something's happening to the eyes. It's the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. These aren't new elements, you guys. It's the same story. Nothing new about it. The only thing that's new is I'm showing you this through a different creator, a different day, a different time. But it all has the same. Oh, weird. You see that face staring at us? Who is that? This person has brown eyes. This is not one of the girls. Right here. Who? Look at, see how faces are appearing? Here. See, this is a person being sacrificed. This is that person that wants to be seen. Who is that? All of these cases, you guys, are very, very, very much tied together, and I feel extremely strong about that. Yes, definitely female. But look at how that showed up. The eyes are very clear. Like, see what I mean? That they're showing themselves very clearly. There's really no cover up. We just don't know who they are. So here's these again. And that's really what he looks like. And the room and the machinery that is behind him, the room with the machines and all those poles, it's the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's machineries. It's the same. This is these pole things. Let me show you. These here. This is the same machinery. And all those poles are the same. But I know I have it in here somewhere. Are the same poles as the little heads in them. Let me show you. Yep, I have it in this. I have it in here. Those poles have been shown throughout my videos, and they're poles like this with the little miniature heads in them. See how those are going to have it too? You could see the number 5. There's nothing different. There's nothing in this room, in all of the rooms, including Candace Bly's, that's different. They're all the same. It's the same information because it's a cookie cutter. And because it's a cookie cutter, it's the same information. No one's going to, let me brighten this up. No one's going to change these things. There, look, these are the polls. This came from the dance class, from that family that I follow. And in their polls, they have the little heads. Now, are they really there? Who the fuck knows? But this is what they're portraying. Little heads in there. These polls show up in the rooms. Go back to Candace Bly's. It's harvest time. That's what I keep saying. That's what keeps going through my head. There's the machinery. And there's the other piece of machinery. See how you could see it a little differently to the right? That's the machinery that everyone has. It holds the head, it holds the cylinder. I don't know what they're doing, but it hasn't shifted and it hasn't changed. Told you it's going to be unpleasant video, but I need to show you the story of Summer Moon Wells, because that's my purpose, is to get her story out there and to let everyone know what she has gone through, what all those kids have gone through. This is it. What you see here are really, really clear images. Now let me bring in some of the critters that show clearly in this photo here. Now, a few of the critters, any of these pictures that I show, basically show up in every video, and they're in this one. So even though it's looking kooky, notice the information that's in here. And that's what's connected to the head. So it might be blurred a bit, but it's hard to capture this stuff. But understand that the information here doesn't shift. This here doesn't change. This number 5 box that's connected to the head doesn't change. This is connected to the eye, and this is the green box, or the green metal. Then somewhere in there you're going to have maroon, but here's the tops to each one of them. It's like the horse heads or whatever they are. This person is in the kill zone. And this is harvest time. This is what these videos are showing. And they're all the same. Each and every one of them that I put up here, probably for the next couple days, because I'm going to search for the ones in the hospital. You know, the thing is, they have to tell their story, right? That's what they do. They have to tell it. So it gives me the opportunity to pull all these elements that I've been showing you guys. This here is really sick picture, but it's a very clear photo of whoever is actually going through this pain. You could tell it's not him. First of all, the shirt is pulled down. Second of all, he's connected to the machinery here. That's really obvious that it's not his body. I mean, that's not even where the gown is. It's completely messed up. And the middle part shows a very good photo of the machinery itself. Now, that's not just machinery that's in the hospital. That's special machinery. And the guy. It's the people in here. You know, law enforcement's the only one who could look at these photos and recognize that these aren't the people that are. This has nothing to do with the people that are in these videos. There's a smiley face. And whatever's going on with her is messed up, but I don't care. This is what is over. I can't make out the whole thing, but it has something to do with blood. And I know that this is the mesh with the hearts on it. I've seen it long enough to know. But this is what goes across the image. It's stamped like that. I really can't read much of it. But this here, this is the white mesh with the red hearts. And it's this, the white mesh with the red hearts is coming off that blood something. I can't read it. Now this is, I have pictures, trigger warning. These are not her kids. The photos that you see here, they're not her children. And the girl to the right, that is not the girl. To me, those are the Kylie Rodneys, the Idaho 4 girls. But the one up in the left-hand corner is the room with these cylinders. This is the room with the equipment. Right here. These hospitals that they say are hospitals are being used to put the story underneath it. The children that are being victimized are placed beneath their videos. And let me tell you something. The little boy in the middle here isn't even supposed to be in this video. This is what it looks like. The little boy, like it's her the daughter and a little boy, which doesn't look anything like that. That's a little boy that I don't even know, is nothing to do with the video. And the little girl has the elements on it as Summer Moon Wells. Look through her cheek. That's exactly what they do. So if these people give a shit and really, really care to know that their child is being used to show the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children, the sacrifice side, the bloody side, the harvesting side, they need to send this all in. All these people are standing in, and what they've put under the video, again, is the room in which this stuff is happening. This is the harvesting room. That's all I keep hearing. And but see the guy's face back there again? It's like that guy's face. But there's the maroon. See the maroon outside of the windows, and then you see the clear windows with the maroon. That's what it is. I've showed you that with that's in the same room that they mix the mix master and mix up the cement. Oh, this here, even though it's not clear, this here is the best picture that I could show you that I have. Wait, let me see if I could change the color. Here it shows the maroon metal piece that goes above the head is right here. And this person has something on its head, right? But notice the metal piece across the top. Let me point it out. Right here. It's connected to the head. Right there. Here is a photo, a much clearer photo of this bed-like thing. So this is a great photo that represents what this girl's looking at right here. She's looking at these things. It's right there. He's in it. Like whatever they're showing beneath this thing, he's in that bed. Kylie Rodney, they showed Kylie Rodney's. We saw Summer Moon Wells with the cylinder. It's the same conversation. Nothing is different. What you see here is no different than what I showed you at Robin Lane's bread making. So maybe that's why we're thinking of Robin Lane. Because I think it's like whatever I just said is connected. Wow. That's the maroon. That's the maroon frame. What I wanted you to know and see is that the way they show his head connected to the thing around his chin. Wait, let me grab this. Is part of how the machine works. The machine, wait, let me brighten this up. Crop it and bring it in. Get some of this stuff out of here. Okay. This here is what's happening to him. The pictures that I have to the right come from my video that shows this in action. This is what's happening here. That gets lifted just like his does. And Don Wells's video is what shows this in movement. I mean, he's not walking, he isn't walking into a room. All he has around him are the elements. He has the metal pieces around him. He's connected to something. That is not a doorway. That's not even a normal doorway. Because what they're showing is the machine. You might as well take this doorway here and stick it on Don Wells's door. I don't have to stay on this one. Again, you're looking right at the elements. Blow this one up. This here I'll do one at a time. Those are the little teeny number 5 boxes. This is the V. Actually, I'd much rather crop it. That goes up the head. You've never seen anyone in the hospital with this shit on his eyeball. So this information comes through really loud. That's the green number 5 box that you're going to see right in front of you. All the same. Here's a closer photo. Those door frames are really, really good elements to point out, because they're all the same. Same door, different location, same door. So these are 2 different videos, 2 different families. To me, the exact same hospital, whatever they want to call it. They have the same information that separates the room from the person talking to them. Do you see the guy in the upper left of the door frame? Yeah, there's a lot of faces in here. A lot. These locations, this is the little girl. I'm showing it because it can't be her daughter, because her daughter didn't go through this. But it's basically the same stuff that this guy's going through. There are way different people inside these photos. So whoever put this deep fake stuff in there, you really could tell and see that these are not the girls in the video. period. I know that that girl in the upper left-hand corner is not the girl that I watch in the videos. It isn't. Now, the reason it's important to figure that out is because I believe that these are the Kylie Rodney girls. The Kylie Rodney girls in the Idaho 4. It's really clear, you guys. So whatever this is that they're in or whatever, they're really showing images that could really help solve these cases. So even if you don't like what I say and you don't like my material and blah blah blah, the images that I'm showing of these people's faces are images that really should be shown to the authorities. I'm talking about their faces. I'm not talking about the stuff that's showing up in the background. I'm specifically talking about clear faces. I mean, they could be faces that maybe they're looking at. You know, they're trying to find. So this is what's behind him. It's not his kids. It's just they're telling the story. It's really sad. It's really sad that it's not being recognized. The child in the bottom right hand corner is not his child at all. What's bright in front of the face, that's the equipment. This child here is not his. And whoever this guy is, isn't him. There's the doors. See the doors back there? Look. They're right there. Those are the doors that are showing up in all the videos. Right here, you guys. It's serious. They all have the same information. And I don't know what's going on with the picture in the left-hand corner. This is the guy that shows up. Now pay attention to this. This is the guy that shows up behind the Beeston or Kent person. This person, to me, is the one that would need to be found. Because whoever is in here, to me, is the guilty party. See him in the back? And the girl in the front is not his daughter. Come on. Wait, I gotta let my dog out. Okay, go down. Who's here? I'm online. The girl in the front isn't his daughter. So this is very important information. It's getting better. Wait till you see what's coming. Whatever and whoever that is right there. And these are not his kids. See the faces? And I'm sure that someone could uncode whatever's going on in this guy's face on the bottom right-hand side. This makes me sick, but let me tell you guys something. Whoever the fuck that guy is in the back. So when I tell you it's not about the people that I'm showing from the video, it's not. There is a horrific sacrifice going on here, and it's the guy in the back that needs to be found. These are very, very, very serious. That's why I said this video is very different from my other videos, because I have never had such clear photos of the perpetrator, because that person doesn't belong in the video. So I could call him the perpetrator. And these kids that are being scratched out in front are not his kids. Do you see how important this is? So that's why this video, it's like, you may not like my content and you may not like to listen over here, but today's video is showing you images that could basically help. Solve the case. Because maybe this is an image that someone else has seen a different time. We all know there's all kids involved. We know that there's kids in there. It's this that's going to solve the cases. The guy in the hat in the back. Not the guy in the front. This guy. Oh, that turned bloody. So there's the guy in the hat. And what is happening now, I'm about to show even more important information. Because what's happening in the room that they show is the couch. I'm going to show you shows location that these kids are underground, that they're under the house, that they're being hidden under the house. In the video, it shows a lot of different kids, and they're not his kids. They change. There's a lot going on in these videos that the cops could figure out. The heck? This girl that shows up, this is one of the Kylie Rodney girls. And this is the girl that gets victimized. And if you look at these pictures, they're looking really bad. These are the same kind of photos that I showed you that I believe were Kylie Rodney in the basement. These are just sick. They make me sick. They really make me sick. And it's just not being stopped. It's just terrible. There's the doorway. All the way in the back. I'm going to go back to the car. Again, Same movement, same information. These cars, the cars are a massive, massive, massive part of the cover up. This car is supposed to be the same every time they go back. All they're doing is showing the tire and the front bumper that gets exchanged. These front bumpers are like fake. I'm going back there because the next slide kind of goes into it. This here is like what I showed you on the white car that had that really weird white bumper. Look. This is information. Same information that I've been showing. It's under the car. Under the car. And this is when they lean into the car, like you've seen in Benny's videos, when he leans into the car and basically is going under the car. Trigger warning, these videos, these pictures are sick. But it shows, I'm showing you what goes on. This is what is happening. Oh, wow. Well, this changed a lot. All I hear, you guys, are Idaho 4 Kylie Rodney. That's like, and I'm sure you guys too hear the same information. That top hat is what's bothering me, is that I know that this top hat on this person, let me crop it, is always in the videos, but the face is usually white. See, there's that guy in the background. These are people bragging. They're bragging. They're bragging for their rights. That's what I hear. Believe it or not. They're like bragging for their rights. I don't know what that means, but it's like they're showing off. These are just getting crazy. Yeah, these pictures are getting just, but they have to be seen. You know, I know these are hard to look at, but the truth is, if people don't see it, they're not going to know how to recognize it. And if we don't recognize it, we're not going to be able to stop it. We won't. You might as well put Summer Moon right there in the bed. She had that same white stuff around her face and that same thing around her on her head. And the guy down in the corner here, is looks like, even though this may not be his face, but this looks like the equipment he's connected to. These are the faces of victims, you guys. These are victims. They came through very clearly in the video, and they're all connected, just like how the Idaho 4 victims are shown. These are heads of victims, and you could believe me or not, but these are the heads of victims, and they're showing them very clearly. They're just not going to stop showing them. If I go past this one and show you this, you could see clearly, like this, these could be the Idaho 4 heads. They're showing it, you guys. The blonde a few pages back. Yeah, these blondes. These blondes, the one that's the upper in the left-hand corner, that's someone, that's a victim that is seeing, is they're done. Like they're being murdered. They're in the room. They're in the facility. Because this isn't the first time that I've seen a picture like this looking out the window. This happened right when Kylie Rodney went missing. That's a victim. She's burnt. It's a victim with the green hat, with the green face in the back of her hair. These are girls that have been victimized. And for some reason they're showing it very clearly. Anyone that is in law enforcement knows that these are not photos of the Kent family. This is location. They are bragging. They're getting their bragging rights here. That's what they're doing. It's very obvious that these aren't these girls. These are heads of girls that were sacrificed. Yeah, the Maddie McCain, they had to bring that up for something. I don't understand. Okay. Oh my God, this just took my breath away. You guys, this is location. And please watch carefully, and please take snapshots and send this in to the authorities. This shows that the kids are coming out from under the ground. They're coming up from under the ground. There's a bed, and they're looking downwards. It's being filmed downwards, and it's going down into the holes in the ground. This is some sort of furniture that is being moved. It's being filmed down into the ground, you guys. Look, that person is a victim up in the left-hand corner, and these kids are coming out from under the ground. They're between the wood. It shows it clearly. This is showing it. Here's a closer look. Look at what is going on in this picture. Her legs are down into the ground. There are children in those holes. Look carefully. These kids aren't in good shape. These are not his kids. See how she has something over her face? Those are clearly holes in the ground, you guys. And they're between the wood pieces. And that little baby has something across her neck and through her mouth. It's one of those poles. This is a very serious picture. And again, you don't have to like what I show, but this information that I'm showing here tonight is something that really needs to be thrown to the authorities over and over. This is the underground location. These kids are getting brutalized. They have those, their mouths are covered. Again, these are pictures of someone very clear. We don't know who he is and shouldn't be in this video, but the face is staying consistent. These are pictures that someone could look at and be like, I recognize that person. This is why I'm putting this out there. This person here is very clear. He is in the room, see this? With the children, because those are the wood tables. There's the number 5. I don't know what's with the strawberries. But the picture up on top, again, is another face that stays consistent with my videos. Don't know who he is. These polls show up in all the videos. Now, I know what a room looks like that they do sacrifices in because I've seen it in my third eye a gazillion times. So to the people that think that they could show this room so nonchalantly, it's so obvious to those who know what they're looking at. And those poles are the same poles that are found in these fake hospital rooms. It's the same. Those are the same poles that are in the little girl's face. They're the same. They're separated the same. They look the same. They're in the same room. I showed you those before. The left-hand side, I don't know if I've ever brought that up, but that's from the family that I follow. They have those body holders with the, like the cylinders in their videos as well. I showed you this one with the heads. These are not the Beeston and Kent families. To me, these are photos of the Kylie Rodneys, the Idaho 4. This is the older group. These girls are not all girls. I don't know who and where these are, but this is all about showing off. They're just showing off. And it's harvest time. That's all. I don't know what that means. I don't even know when harvest is, but I know that it's harvesting of the people. And you could tell that that's supposed to be the girls. That's not a girl. That's a boy with a wig. The right hand side. And the left hand side, you guys, this is the same girl, I'm telling you, that I showed when Kylie Rodney went missing. And I showed you a video and pictures that I said she wasn't at that party. She was at the party like the Beeston Bunch went to. I really believe in my heart that these are photos of a Kylie Rodney. Like, I cannot. I mean, I'm feeling it. These girls are being brutalized. And it's right in front of us, and no authority has moved on this. Here's your confirmation, what's in the background here. There's an R with the green face. It's very sad because they're horrible, and it's very sad because you could tell that this isn't fake. I don't know how what else I'm supposed to do. Because these people aren't dead yet. They're not all dead. For all we know, that's an R for Rodney. Yes, this is a very sad room to be in. And I'm showing information that's really clear. Very, very clear. Again, I believe that this is a photo of one of the victims, and their head is in that cylinder. These aren't pictures of the girls in the video. It's not even what they look like. It's not what they look like. That little child in between, that has nothing to do with the video. This child that's sitting in between their legs on this couch, in between the two kids, just appears. Because it's only supposed to be her two kids. That's a child that's a Summer Moon Wells missing child. That child is sitting in between the maroon wood. You see that? That child is sitting in something. This child is popping out of the furniture. Because this shit is under the house. That's not very fair to this child. I could show this stuff and tell the law enforcement where it came from, but no one moves on it. very sad. Very, very sad that these photos of these kids are not taken seriously with the law enforcement. They're horrible pictures that show the truth of what's going on. These are pictures that show, I call it all the Summer Moon Wells missing children story. And somehow it's underground and these bodies are coming up from under the ground. See the head? This is Summer Moon Wells. This is Summer Moon's story. Like, for all we know, this is Summer Moon herself. Because, again, I don't know when our country found it okay to put these images up and not go after the person that put them up. I don't know when that happened. I must have been sleeping. But this video gives information that could be moved on, looked at, submitted and understood, that there's pictures in here of clear faces that could help solve these cases. This guy's face is one of them that could help solve the cases. I will be looking for these faces. I'll be looking for that face. This face. You guys should also. There's a lot of information in these photos tonight. I'm going to end it there for tonight because I think that I want to keep this separate. I know I want to keep it separate from my other information I want to give. I really hope that something is done, and I really pray that the authorities can find these children because they're not all dead. Wherever these kids are, they're all not passed over. They're just not. You guys, thank you all for being here. Judy, thank you for being here. I know you're having a hard time with the doggy. There is doggy heaven. I know that. Thank you for modding. Well, I don't think Muffin Top was here. Thank you to all my subscribers, my members, and spread the information. Thank you guys. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend night, and I will be back tomorrow. Good night, folks.